All right. What is going on, guys? Today, the Football Manager 2021 Winter Update is now live, and this is the lad we are focusing on that's just been added into the game. Youssoufa Moukoko, Borussia Dortmund, 15 years old, and basically, look how good he is. He's an up-and-coming talent with a lot of potential and reflected that way in the game. He has been given a negative 10 potential. Only 2 players in the game have that. Previously was just Camavinga. So Camavinga had that potential. If you want a gauge of, if you don't really know too much about the potentials that you don't see in the game, that's given to the players like a negative 10, a negative 9, 8, how they work for the young players. That's basically, what we're getting at here. That's basically the best you can get as a player, a negative 10. As I just said with Camavinga, we know how good he gets in Football Manager. If you're wondering about the update, and if you haven't got it, you should basically just have your live updates on Steam, and it will automatically download for you, as that's what it did for myself at least. So, he's only 15 years of age. Even I talk about Camavinga, I think Moukoko, you look at his current ability looks insane. He looks first-team ability. Borussia Dortmund, he wouldn't be far off. He could be playing in the Bundesliga for another team, maybe not as strong team. Like those attributes right there, he'd be part of the squad without a doubt. He looks like an amazing striker. So what we're going to do in this video here today, I'm going to simulate each year, and we're going to see how his career and attributes progress, what he does, where he goes, will he leave, who knows. So let's see how his first season goes as a 15-year-old. And now, after simulating one season, take a look at Moukoko. He's 16 years of age. His value, 1.6 million, pretty solid. Those few attributes right there, dribbling 17, finishing 16, first touch 16, mentally, determined. He just looks amazing. Has he been given a chance in the first team? Not yet, unfortunately. I'm still backing up that opinion. I think he's ready. He scored 22 goals for the second team. So he's absolutely flying in the under-19s. And that was for the reserves, Borussia Dortmund too. So he's having great development. He's progressing very, very well. But at 16 years of age now, he still has a lot of growth to go. I think just experience-wise, I think he needs a loan move out before Borussia Dortmund will give him a go. That's just speculation at this point. What I think, if we just go through all the information we can see at this point, he's still incredibly young, so he's not expecting too much. But surely as he progresses in his ability, other teams might become interested in him if Borussia Dortmund aren't using him in the first team. But surely you think it won't be too long. So his next season, when he progresses to turn 17, let's see how much more he improves and how involved he is in the team. And well, will you look at this, guys? This is so interesting. There's too many things here we have to take in. Wasn't his finishing higher? Has he not have the greatest development? Let's take a look at the season he actually had. Was he... I get the feeling he was wasting away in the first team. Even though he did play, even more games in the reserves. Scored the same goals. But I feel he was, for a bit of the season, he was in the first team squad, but not getting a lot of game time. Got, one game off the bench in the league. Not enough. That's led to him being transferred to Hoffenheim. Oh, this is a really interesting career progression at only 17, guys. Who knows what else is to come. And he is opted to go with Cameroon. And obviously, you would have saw he's got German nationality. He's going to be a star for Cameroon, but he could have been a star for Germany with his abilities. So, he's going to be moving over to Hoffenheim. But I want to see what the Bundesliga is actually, what it's looking like, what the season's looking like. We'll go to the league table. So, Borussia Dortmund at the top, Haaland, obviously. They've got Erling Haaland, who is a superstar, but it could have happened at not the best time for him agreeing a transfer, if we just go back to Moukoko, because a lot of the time, in my experience, in my saves, Haaland, he goes to Man City or something like that. So, did they make a bad decision? We'll have to see. And I think he's probably going to get his first full season. Oh, no way. I thought it was just a general transfer. I didn't even see the fee yet. Wow. they got him on the end of contract. What did I say? Like, this happens. This happens. If a player, he's not being used, he's going to be unhappy and no longer want to be at the club. Whew. That's going to be a massive signing. Hoffenheim, where could he take Hoffenheim then? That could be really interesting because they're sitting in a mid-table position. You need more than one player in football, but he could be a starting point for improving. So let's see what the next season holds. I like that he stayed in Germany and how that's going to impact things, but maybe Borussia Dortmund don't need him. It looks like they're cruising. But how much longer will that be for? Let's find out. With another season simulated now, let's take a look at Moukoko at Hoffenheim and suddenly being exposed to the first team, top division, playing Bundesliga football now, almost 50 million value at 18. He's got interest from Arsenal, Chelsea, Leicester, that Premier League interest starting to come, Lyon as well, to add to that. Let's see what he did for the season. Scored 14 league goals. Not a bad free transfer. Guys, keep your eyes out in new saves. If you sign this man for free, that's lucky. I'm guessing it's lucky. I'm not expecting this to be happening in every save for him. Surely it can't. That would be mad. But 14 goals, I think that is respectable. Respectable for his age. Yeah, he's only 18. Only 18 years old. That physical, he's super quick. These are his attributes at 18, man. He's, if he wasn't going to improve anymore, he'd be an exceptional striker. But, being 18, he's still got a lot of growth in him. So, is he going to end up moving maybe to the Premier League? Hey, there's 3 Premier League teams. That's good odds. Or is he going to stay true? Is he going to stay true to Hoffenheim? See their success for the season as well. They finished 8th in the Bundesliga, which is a bit of a increase. I knew for sure, he had to come take that first position. If we just go into the season, we'll go into the stages and just go league table so you guys can see it in this fashion. They were not too far off a European place. Borussia Dortmund, imagine if they kept him. He could have provided something extra. But let's just take a look at maybe the other competitions. Let's just go to the schedule for a second, see if they did anything of note in the cups. Yeah, it doesn't really look... it doesn't look likely. But, hey, they don't have any interruptions. They had a pretty good finish to the season when you look at it like that. Not too many losses. Yeah, pretty good form. But is he going to stay at Hoffenheim? Could he be thinking, have I achieved all I can in Germany? How far can I go with Hoffenheim? This was good exposure for me. That was a really good move for him. Maybe not as much for Borussia Dortmund. Oh, it's going to be looking like a really, really poor deal with his career progression right now. Who knows where he's going to end up? So why don't we go sim another year now? Okay, it's another 31st of May. We have holiday too. And oh no. Oh, he's looking amazing. 52 million in his value, but he's unhappy. He wants to move to a bigger club, so that's what it is right now. Not like he's been unused or something like that. We'll take a look at that anyway. That will be the first. That will be the first thing we see. Wow. Has his unhappiness caused their bad results? Or, where did they finish? He only scored 4 goals. That's what I'm eyeing there. Only 4 league goals from 20 starts. And, 10th in the Bundesliga. Oh, they signed Williams. Interesting looking team. But this is almost like a test in Football Manager. If a player is unhappy, it's going to impact their results. If they've got poor morale. But right now, as of this minute, there's no interest. But if he finds his way on the transfer list for the following season, most definitely he could find himself at another club. I'm feeling like that's going to happen unless something completely turns around. And they did not have, they only got to the 3rd round of the DFB Pokal. Not really not really impressive season for a guy of his quality now. Find himself a bit stuck if they're not progressing as a team. So, ability-wise, he's still continuing to progress. Lists as a wonder kid, as you expect. But, amazing physicals, technicals, dribbling is key attribute up to 18 now. So, I think his next step, once his mentals, he's got 13s, 14s, and 15s. Imagine those go up by 1, 2 more as he progresses in his career. He's going to look insane, but his future could be limited at Hoffenheim. What is he going to do in the next season? Is he going to force a move? Let's find out. Okay, after another year of simulating, each year, if you've done this before, it takes a little bit longer after a few seasons, but either way, he has made a move. Like, this was obvious. Like, we saw this happening. Hoffenheim at an absolute minimum, they made a solid profit. First season he did all right, then tailed off when he was unhappy, but I don't think they'll complain with that money as long as they used it well. But his season at Leipzig, 13 goals, I wouldn't say absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's 29 starts as well. But now he's playing continentally, so we'll definitely take a look at that. But see his attributes: value up to 60 million. Obviously, that gets a bit affected by his transfer fee as well and a few other things. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how that goes over the next season as well, when it's more, impacted on his current ability and whatnot and his performances. But let's take a look how Leipzig did. He's still just 20 years of age. It's incredible with Lee and Eduard. That is a really good attack. And their midfield got Reina in there. Gvardiol. I like this Leipzig team. And what, they came 11th. No way. Let's take a look at the league. Let's just go into the league table, see all the details. And they did worse, but they got... Oh, did they win? They won a cup. Let's take a look. Take a look at all the details. But regardless, terrible league performance. You can't deny it. So, they won the DFB Pokal final. Will you take a look at that? And it was, Eduard. That's a really good attack. They've set, with Lee Kangen, Eduard, and obviously the main man we're talking about in this video, Moukoko. That is pretty good. Giovanni Reina, Joe Gomez, Gvardiol, as I said, they got a decent team. So hopefully they get their act together. The cup, the Euro Cup, they didn't really do anything too crazy here. Otherwise known as Europa League. As I just said, I've downloaded, or the update, the winter update in this video. I woke up, I'm from Australia. This is the first thing I'm doing today, just simulating. So I'm going to, download the real name updates or have them, apply them again. But so this is the Europa League, as you will know. But terrible finish. They actually had a good season, but I think going all the way in the DFB Pokal, getting to the second knockout round in the Europa League, then they really tailed off towards the end of the season and finished in 11th. Disappointing, but because of winning the cup, they make Europe again. So it will be interesting what season 2 at Leipzig entails for Moukoko. Let's see what he does. And will you look at this? We're May 2026. Youssoufa Moukoko, 21 years old. He is still at RB Leipzig. 63 million, you can see his value maybe just steady, settling. It's been an increase. It's been a massive increase. You're not really going to see that much unless he makes a really big money move. But the thing is, what RB Leipzig is happy with, he's finding his feet, finding his form. 22 goals, only 1 assist. You look at his stats, maybe that's something you take out of player is he's not going to get you a lot of assists. Depends how you use him at the same time. His passing is not horrendous. While now he is wanted Chelsea, Man United, Barca. There's a bit more strength in those teams now where that interest is coming from. So is there going to be a move for the following season? Potentially, but let's see RB Leipzig. They finish 5th. And I told you, their team is just, their best 11 looks pretty solid. Of course, they've got a whole squad. We'll click on that. Click on that just shortly and sort by the value so you can see the absolute stars, and he's topping the list there. There's quite a few names there to look out for, but 5th in the Bundesliga, respectable season. Let's take a look at the schedule, see their results. Again, the Europa League. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the better of Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, very good side, so you expect that. But how they finished off the season, look, when they were knocked out, they were no longer playing any competitions. This season lost pretty early in the DFB Pokal, so didn't have a cup competition, domestic cup competition to worry about. Finished the season look at that. From April to May, just all wins, picking up 3 points, which if we go back into the Bundesliga and then we just go to the league table, that did get them into, the Europa League again, while getting so close to a Champions League position. Maybe some early season form hurt that, but yeah, you won't say that's a terrible season at all. And Bayern Munich really taking charge. And this is what you really got to look at now. Well, you got to look at Moukoko scoring the most goals in the league. So that's something that's really going to get the attention of clubs. Like he's the top goal scorer in the Bundesliga. So I don't know yet, but I feel, one of those really big clubs are going to take him. I think it will be either Spain or England. I think that's a logical guess, but let's see what he does. Let's go on holiday for 1 more year. And when he turns 22, how's his career going to be looking? And will you look at this? He is a Manchester United player now, Youssoufa Moukoko, worth 77 million. He's got no pressing concerns or anything like that. See what his season was like. It was only a 10-goal season at United. Started 32 league games. Tougher, it's tough league, Premier League. Signed for 86 million, especially as a player coming from outside of England. Yeah, I can put myself on the line a little bit saying that he will have a better season next time around, but a 7.29 average rating is not bad at all. So he still contributed to games, most definitely. Not as good as his previous 7.35, but not too far off that. So that says a lot, actually, if you compare the 10 goals to 22 in a couple less games as well. His overall, he's providing, he's playing well. You could say Man United would be getting good results. Let's see about that. Let's see if that's true. And then generally during games, well, if we head into the league, just click on that so we can see the league table. That's what we want. United, not the best season at all in comparison. Not making top 4. It's always, that top 6 is always a bit of a battle. And what did I say about Haaland at Man City? It's like I almost predicted that. It happens so often. I think we know that in FM21. So let's take a look where Solskjaer, Oli is still the manager. So let's just take a look. Let's take a look at what they did for the season. Reached the FA Cup quarterfinal, lost there against Norwich in extra time. Not the best result, but sometimes that can happen. That extra time away from home against not the greatest of teams in comparison. So for sure. Then Europa League. What's his losing in the first knockout round? First knockout round away against Atalanta. They just really they flopped, to be honest. So not the best season by United. Obviously, it's more than being on one player. Bruno Fernandes is still there, So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting now. Let's just go way back. Get there eventually. It shows you how far we're going on all this. Moukoko, there he is. 22 years old. At 22, you still have so much more of your career left. Physicals, he's super quick with those technicals. If he's playing as the main striker, he's got to be banging in goals. 77 million worth. So let's go holiday 1 more season and see if he is going to just do a little bit extra. Is he going to be doing a little bit extra and providing and helping United have some success? Let's find out. Now, 2028, you can see Youssoufa, he is looking absolutely amazing. Just looking at his attributes here, value is 76 million. Dribbling 98, just so many standard attributes. Finishing 17, first touch 17, technique 16, very strong technicals, physicals. He's looking like a complete player at 23 years old now. And don't forget his fee at Man United was 86 mil, but his next season now, I wouldn't say he's too different from the last because he played a few more games, 4 more starts. And it's interesting that they don't use him off the bench. He's been started every majority of the seasons he's played all games started. I'm someone who probably would have still used him off the bench more times. Not just, it just looks outstanding to me that he's played 36 games and not come off the bench once. different maybe the way a CPU plays FM and how it's simulated, but yeah, that's just me. Let me know how you are anyway. Do you, like your better players, you always start them and not use them as a sub, or rest them completely when you don't use them? But anyway, that's how he's gone this season. How's it gone with United's season? Still missing out on the top four though. So yeah, he hasn't played Champions League. He hasn't played Champions League football yet. I think United need to sort out their signings. He's wanted by Real Madrid. Is he going to move? Let's go through another season. 23 years old now, 24. How's that year going to go for him? Okay, here we are, end of May 2029. Youssoufa Moukoko, 24 years old. Looks like a complete player. I feel like I've said that already. So that really, what I mean by that is it looks like he's as good as he's going to get. So let's just take a look how he is now. 16 goals. Probably his, you could say arguably, well, definitely his best season at Manchester United. I think this season here at Leipzig, which led to his move to United, like amazing. That's a 22-goal season and was top scorer in the Bundesliga. Absolutely amazing. So now this is the 9th season. One more season would be the 10th. So I think will be fitting to have 10 seasons growth of Youssoufa Moukoko, and it looks like he's really settling now. You look at his value, over 80 mil, 81 million. That's pretty good. Don't forget Hoffenheim. They could have held on for even more money, but I think he wasn't performing with them. I don't think he would have got to that valuation to get a fee like United paid, but I think they're the winners. Maybe you could leave a thought in the comments of this video, but I think Dortmund will definitely be the losers. They didn't deal with him very well at all to let him go on a free transfer. So let's go one more season. Let's just see what United finish 6th in the Premier League. We'll look at it, but it's not going to be anything impressive. Manchester City just completely dominating. Moukoko, okay, if you look at this, he came 3rd. Haaland just way out there. If we compare, but Haaland, incredible. Man City going to have so much support around him. Yeah, he's going to bang in the goals. But Moukoko, I think of his current ability right now, he's not that too far off him. I love a striker like him that's just incredibly pacey, can finish, good technicals. He's really good. So let's do one more season. Is he going to stay at United? He doesn't really look too unhappy unless there's a surprise move. Let's see what happens in the 10th season in his career. Let's find out how it all plays out. So here we are. It is the 10th season of Youssoufa Moukoko. He's 25 years old, still at Manchester United. How did he perform? We'll go through each of the seasons to wrap it up a little bit, but he's found some consistency. Finishes like his most recent season, a 7.38. That's a very good average rating. Let's see, with those 16 goals, again, only 1 assist. It's Manchester United. Of course, you can't put that all in one play. It's a bit disappointing not to see him succeed a little bit more, though, in terms of Champions League. So, do you think he could have had better career moves? Manchester United, that was it. In the end, he stayed here for a few years. Haaland just completely dominating. I think safe to say he doesn't get as good as Haaland, but I don't think he's far off. He's close to him, but Erling Haaland is an incredible player, like in real life right now. So he's got more current ability, no doubt. He starts with his magnificent player, let alone his potential as well. So that's what happened in terms of that. Maybe if we take a look at Manchester United, did they do anything at all? So hold up. What was their previous finish? Well, they didn't have success in the Champions League. That is for sure. So we got to round up. If we head into the stages, was it the previous? Because they call it. That would have been. Yeah, that must have been through a Champions League win. We'll keep the Europa League win. Sorry, you know what I meant though. And if we go to the previous year, have we found out? There we go. The Euro Cup, Europa League against Leipzig, funnily enough. So that's the success he had. Moukoko, he scored there. So that helped them with their success in reaching the Champions League. but didn't really make it too far and getting knocked out by Manchester City. So that's the Manchester United update. So he did get a go in the Champions League, didn't really go too far in it, really didn't have a lot in his career up until this point. So it was more so Europa League. He won and helped a Europa League final win. That's not too bad. That's okay considering he would still have some time left in his career. But this is what the first 10 seasons have looked like. And so you guys know, this video, it took me a long time recording today. I woke up in the morning, as I would have said through this video. And yeah, the winter transfer update was up, downloaded when I loaded up FM, and yeah, this has been me through the whole day. You might see little slight changes in the lighting just by, that happens like 8 or 9 hours just going through, simulating through this time. But hopefully enjoyed this episode. If you're meant to do more videos like this, as I said, to go through about 10 seasons in one day, it's probably not going to be something so regular, but if you enjoyed it, let me know if you have any other suggestions for similar videos. But to go through it again, his first season was in the reserves, first 2 seasons really. Yeah, those first couple seasons was, just playing, but he was still a youth player. Starting at 15, then next season, 16, you get the deal. And then the third season was Hoffenheim, where they signed him on a free. That was absolutely an amazing deal for Hoffenheim. Then the 4th season, he wasn't happy. He was wanting to leave, so that impacted his performances as well. Then season 5, Leipzig, introduced himself there. But then season 6, I still maintain that's his best season. Top of the Bundesliga scoring charts, killed it. Then season 7, first one at Manchester United, where he signed for 86 million, scored 10 goals, just easing into Premier League life. Then season 8, he had 12 goals. A lot of his seasons were similar at United. Season 9 and then season 10 that we just went through. He was a consistent player. I don't think you can lie. He wouldn't have been the worst player at United. I think he was he performed. He performed as a striker. He played his role, but he probably wasn't the best player, but he was up there. He was a performer for them, and he didn't let himself down. That's for sure. Yeah, he played his role, but United probably need a bit more support, and his value 76 million at the current time, and it was maxed at 81, wasn't it, in the previous season? So yeah, around that 80 million worth is pretty good. Especially if you can manage to sign him for a free transfer like Hoffenheim did. So we'll round up this video here. Hopefully enjoyed this one today, and I'll see you guys next time.